Good morning, everyone. It's 9:45. Just leaving the house. I have not been doing much at all. Oh, hey, what's up, Nick? Coming out. Sometimes me. How you doing? Annoying. Having a tough time trusting the plan. Listening to everybody say something big's gonna happen tomorrow. Something big's gonna happen next week. All this stuff is changing, and I'm really not seeing much change. I'm getting the same kind of harassment. Um, God, when was the last time I even got on here and talked to everybody to let you guys know how I was doing? I think, the last interview I did was with Catherine Horton, Dr. Catherine Horton, and it seemed like it kind of caused some waves in the TI community, and some people were telling me I shouldn't have done that and this and that. And, I'm not trying to get on a team here or join sides or something like that. I'm trying to figure out what happened in my life, put as much information as I can out there. These people can't get away, and in that process, hopefully help some other people too. But everybody wants to seem to kind of join up on teams, and if you talk to somebody not on the team or something like that, then you get 86th out of the group, whatever. It's not really what happened. No, it's okay, buddy. Yeah, I know. Willis can spot him. So yeah, the last video I made was that one with Catherine Horton. I mean, the last interview that I did, last thing that I did on organized stalking and harassment. And I just got so fed up with all of this, with the mass amount of information that's impossible to keep up with if you have any kind of job, business, life, family, anything like that. It's almost like you have to completely neglect everything else that you care about in life to try to beat this thing. And it's like I got to the point where I just almost didn't care. Go ahead, just keep going. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Run me into the ground. I'm tired of fighting back. But I guess you just get that way after being beat up for so long. Eventually, anyone will get like that. And just really had to focus on my business. It was tanking. Some really crazy stuff happened. My son was having a couple problems in life he was dealing with, and he was my main guy, working in the business, doing photos, listing hats and stuff. He ended up moving back to California, so we're going to try to keep him working in the business, just try to do it somehow between here and there. And that really threw a wrench in things. So it's just there's two of us here now. I have court next Monday on March 25th, and I have a public defender. So I hired this first attorney, Mark J. Victor, gave him all this money. He did not zealously defend me. Not only that, but he fought against me like I was the opposing party. So I ended up having to fire him. Didn't have any money left, so they appointed me a public defender, Milo Iniguez, Iniguez, and that guy was completely worthless. He was there to get the plea deal signed, or get the plea deal processed, and get out of there, go on with his life. me could care less about the real story here. And when I told him what I wanted to do, he got real pompous and arrogant. Like, what? You're not going to take this plea deal? How dare you, fucking peasant? Don't talk back to us, you little dog. We're your master and you obey us. That's how their attitude is. And, well, I'm not a dog, so that's not how I operate. I said, no, you need to do your job, actually, and you know, file a motion to compel. Explain to the attorney, or explain to the judge that this plea deal was signed under duress, and give the reasons, show why this plea deal should not be pushed through. Then explain to the judge that I was never given the exculpatory evidence that I'm legally allowed to have, and on and on and on and on. There's a short list that they need to do, but they somehow think that they don't need to abide by the California State, Arizona State, and federal regulations, you know, laws that we have. They pick which ones they want to use when it's convenient for them, and then when you want to get detoured here, happens to be a truck in the middle of the road on my path. That anyway. So yeah, basically I'm just going through this kangaroo system where they can use every tool they have to take you out, but then when you try to use those same tools, they go, not toolbox is closed, sorry. Toolbox is closed, sorry. You don't get that. This is our game. Trying to play our game, you don't know who you're dealing with here, buddy. We are the government. We are the, you know. That's the mentality that these people have. So yeah, since I just kind of started not giving a shit for a minute there, I just, well, about all this stuff, said I'm going to be cognitively dissident for a little bit, and I'm still listening to some videos, stuff like that, but I basically just said I'm going to focus on my business, focus on my house, my finances. Been talking to a really pretty girl lately. You know, just trying to do some things that normal people would do in their lives. They weren't dealing with this stuff, and so I've gotten mostly caught back up with the business here. Just about getting close. If I were, you know, give me another month or so, and I can get that dialed in without any kind of other catastrophic something happening. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I took my daughter out of town to the Grand Canyon. Went up north. I wanted to look at some pieces of property up there. Just in case I make it through all this. Let's see, it's 10, supposedly the other. So I'm just passing by the post office. Supposedly the other one ships stuff out before noon. It's before noon, so maybe we'll go over there and they can ship my stuff out earlier and the customers will be a little more happy. A little happier. So anyway, yeah, I took my daughter for 2 days. We went up to Williams, Ash Fork, Grand Canyon. I looked at a few pieces of property up there, pretty cheap. Get what you pay for, though. You know, some of the cheaper stuff is way out, 20-minute, 30-minute drive to town to a grocery store, you know, stuff like that. But right now, that sounds pretty appealing. You know, go find 40 acres, put a little prefab house in the middle of it, and make sure nobody comes on my property. That's where I'm at right now, where I'd like to be. Pretty much. I mean, I'd like to be here. I like the city. I like my views. I like a lot of things about this place, but I don't like the mass amount of people that take part in this organized stalking harassment. And I just figure the law of large numbers will take over. You know, the less people, the less it'll be. I don't know. So, but yeah, we traveled around out there, got my truck all dirty, went back some back roads. It was really fun. Um, went to a place called Arizona, which is like it's kind of like, it reminds me of Jurassic Park. They've got all the dinosaurs in the park. I'm sure you've seen the movie. And you go through and see all the dinosaurs, and they're in different sections. Well, this is like the same thing in Williams, Arizona, only they've got bears, black bears, brown bears. They've got wolves, white wolves, gray wolves, mountain goats, donkeys, deer, all kinds of stuff. Buffalo. You drive through there, and there's a bear sitting like right outside your window, eating that corn on the cob, looking at you, hanging out. Wolves. We had the dog in the car, so the wolves were literally stalking our car. They were going around in circles, smelling it, trying to get a Willis snack. And we pulled up to the gate, actually leaving. The lady was like, "Oh, you've got a dog in your car." That makes sense. That makes sense. Why the wolves were acting like that. They were, and then she was kind of. I was like, "Yeah, they're stalking us." Trying to. Yeah, that's what they do. They're wolves. That's cool. We're in the car. But so that place was pretty interesting. I recommend if you have kids or if you just like wildlife, check that place out. But on our way back, so well, maybe I should rewind a little bit. The direct conversation, the street theater that was going on, people were really friendly in that area to me. Um, I had a lot of good conversations with people, some of the locals that I'm pretty sure weren't involved in this organized stalking harassment. They were nice conversations. Uh, welcoming me to the area. Hey, I think you'll like it around here. There's a lot of people that have come here that are free thinkers, that are patriots, stuff like that. So got some good vibes. Definitely much better than down here in the valley. So, but in the direct conversation throughout the trip, there was a lot of overemphasis on stories about car accidents, about major car accidents, over and over and over. The street theater skits were, a guy had a remote control car. We're driving through town in Williams. He had this little remote control car, and he drives it right at our truck. Got to hit the brakes, and he spins around and he drives it right into a pole, and he picks it up and he looks at us, and he's like, "Oh, looks like they broke the wheel off. Looks pretty bad." All this overemphasis of activities that they're talking about. So anyway, they're talking about a car wreck the entire time we're there. To me, all this different direct conversation. On our way home, actually, we were on our way to Sedona. We were going to stay an extra night in Sedona, and we're cruising along, and I'm keeping an eye out for the street theater auto setups, and I knew something was going to happen. They will signal me in different ways to let me know, hey, this is going to happen coming up. Something bad basically is going to happen. So my vigilance starts getting a little heightened, and start paying attention more to what's going on. My peripherals. Sure enough, we're jamming down the freeway, the decline, 2-lane road. Everybody is going about 70, 75. We are in the slow lane. Off to the right, up ahead, there are two big rigs parked on the shoulder of the road. Behind us, there are two more big rigs, one behind me and one in the fast lane behind him. As we're approaching the big rigs on the side, we're doing 65, 75 miles an hour, slower than the rest of the traffic, cruising along. At the last moment, the big rig in the back, there's one parked here, there's one parked here. The big rig in the back pulls out next to the one on the shoulder, stops, maybe 1 mile an hour, if that. they they could have taken off much faster. They could have waited. We had our lights on. It was obvious we were coming up at a normal pace. This guy pulls out directly in front of us, maybe stopped 1 mile an hour. There's a big rig coming behind us, so I have to stop behind this guy. I slam on my brakes. I move over to the right just a couple inches. What I should have done is move all the way over to the right in case I couldn't stop in time to not hit the tractor trailer in front of me. Well, guess what? There's one parked directly next to him on the shoulder. So if I get over to the shoulder and I run into that guy, I'd say I have no out. If I would have turned left, this traffic that's going by me at 75, 80 miles an hour would have rear-ended me. So this truck that comes up behind me, as I slam on the brakes, get over to the right, the truck behind me misses my rearview mirror by about 2 inches. Honking and what? So we make it through that, get back on the road. I get back by the truck that tried to murder us, and rolled down my window, looking his truck, and we're driving, and basically this guy is bright lighting us the whole time. He's bright lighting us. He's got these really light LEDs shining at us, and I was gonna pull off where he was, try to get the information, and we saw our exit. I needed to get off. He started peeling off, and then I see the side of his truck on the big rig. It says "Cold Ear Ice," and the part I forgot to mention was the entire time we were there, and all these car wrecks, stories, and all this stuff. Be safe driving, all these different things. They kept talking about, watch out for ice, watch out for ice, be careful, that ice will get you, you know. And so that's how they do the direct conversation. They let you know basically what they're going to do to try to harm you, and you have to pick up on that in order to stay safe. So basically these people, all they do is they use their app on their phone, identify where you're at, get some information, go do the little street theater thing. They get the gift card or however you get paid, if they're a GS pay grade, you know, whatever. Get the information, pass it on, and then mess with you. So, all right. Well, I'm at the post office. They got oh yeah, I've been having some chest pains lately. Kind of wanted to keep that to myself, but I don't know what's wrong with me. Been hacking up a bunch of stuff lately. My chest is hurt. I'm trying to quit doing this vape thing. Apparently they're not bad for you, but something's going on. So I'm gonna need to go into the doctor and hope they don't lie to me. Now, of course, this is happening like the week I have to go to court. Probably gonna think I have like the Italian flu or something. But yeah, timing's always impeccable. So I mean, I'm going to court no matter what. I don't care. Got a guy lurking outside my car here, just standing there, staring at me. Here, you want to see him? Okay. He's a lurker. You want to see what a lurker looks like? Just standing out there. This guy right here. Oh, he looked away. He doesn't want to see. He's just taking a walk at the post office. He's just, you know, today. This is where he hangs out. This is where he hangs out. Just doing a little post office lurking. Yeah, CBD definitely. If I have, if they tell me I've got cancer or something like that, I'll be pumping CBDs down my hatch like nobody's business. I already try to keep a decent amount of CBDs in my system because I know that they kill the free radical cells in the tumors. So let's see. It's kind of warm today. I better roll down the windows for Willie. I'm frustrating these guys. They're all waiting for me so they can pull their little street theater skit when I go into the post office. Of course, I was talking to the girl I'm talking to on the phone. The messenger said something's wrong with my chest. I need to go get x-rays. And of course, right when I get here, they've got a lady with a shaved head walk up. All right, here we go. Oh. As soon as I got out of the truck, this guy did his little sign. He seems so curious. It's so funny. Let's see how many people are here. Hey, Right, got a little over 30 right on. Be right back, Willie. All right, maybe you guys can say hi to some of these people in here with me. I'm talking to a bunch of people on the internet, not myself. Yeah, a bunch of friends. How you doing? Hey, you seem kind of interested in me. I wanted you to say hi to my friends on the internet.
Hi, how you doing
Hey,
there?
all right.
Let's
Thanks.
go Cubby.
Yeah, Chicago. See, the most corrupt city in the United States. Howdy, friend. So this is the Goodyear post office right here, everybody. There's one a little further away from my house, but I come into this one because I can get my stuff shipped out before noon, and that'll make the customers a little more happy. So, howdy. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
I have a pen, sir.
What's that?
I have a pen if you need it.
I'm looking for a little piece of tape. So,
All right. Oh, this guy right here for sure. Let's see. Not that guy. If I can get over. Let's see. That guy. Right there. For sure. Give me some really ridiculous street theater. I'm not filming you. I'm just talking to a bunch of people on a live stream. Yeah, this is from, I have a store called Hats Around the World. I have over 17,000 items in my store, and we ship out about 5,000 to 6,000 a year. So I'm in here every day, every other day, shipping these out, so I can pay my taxes to help fund these programs. All right. Hey, check me out on YouTube if you ever looked at it.
Hats Around the World.
That's Hats Around. Here, I'll give you a card actually. Here. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to fight some government corruption and some organized stalking and harassment programs that happen that take part in my life. And I talked to some former CIA, FBI, and NSA agents that know about these programs. They back up what I'm saying. So there's a lot of good information on there. That's what all these people that are watching me right now that are listening to the show for. Whoa, look at that. I turned around and my package disappeared. That's awesome customer service. If you guys want to know what the crazy guy in line is talking about, this is my YouTube channel. I'll just put a card here for everybody. All right, that's it, buddy. Just doing a little marketing and networking. All right. Every day. Guerrilla marketing. That's how I got Agent of the Year for Farmers Insurance. Yeah. There's one right there. All right. Everybody have a good day. So basically the way that works is the people that are involved get really nervous when they get on camera. The people that aren't involved think I'm a maniac. And then I give them a card, and then they can research what's going on and look this up and realize I'm not the only person that's going through this. There's lots of people. So one of the things they do as you're getting in your car, they want to pull up, see, right as you're getting in, and then if you don't hurry, if you don't just like hurry up, they give you a dirty look, start honking at you, stuff like that, and try to make you react like it's your fault that you're getting in your car or something like that. All right. Oh yeah, they pull up. It's a person in a black SUV with a dog. Imagine that. That's really all I do is laugh at these people anymore, you know. Nappy, yes, Nappy Roots is funny. He's I would really like to meet that guy. He is a stand-up guy. He's gone through some crap. He doesn't deserve to be living in a van, I don't believe. He's a great journalist. He wasn't trained to be a journalist, but he just is a natural. He's good at talking to people. And yeah, I appreciate what that guy does for sure. Poor guy. Might be there with him soon. I don't know. I'm not going back to California though, unless they pass the anti-gang stalking law. But yeah, those folks in the post office, man, they were really not happy that I was live streaming when I went in. It ruined their whole thing. Every time I go in there, they've got some kind of something. That guy got to get. So one of the things they do all the time is they're always talking about Chicago, because a lot of this, I believe, in my case, comes from Chicago. You know, I talked about Obama nonstop when he was the president. I hate that fucking piece of shit. More than just about anybody on the planet. Him and Hillary. So go ahead and troll me for that, but fuck both of them. They both belong in prison. They both are partially responsible for this program. The BRAIN initiative that Obama set up. Yeah, so I get a lot of stuff from Chicago, but that guy in the street theater just, you know, he played it off. Oh yeah, go Cubbies! Go Cubbies! What's he doing? Just hanging out in front of the post office. You know, is he waiting for his wife? There's always some kind of plausible deniability. I'll just wait for my wife. Meanwhile, I'm gonna stand out here and just stare at you like a creep. Point my phone at you, all that stuff. Creep. Got Willie's little portable dog bowl here. Yeah, so anyway, let's see. Yeah, made it back from Grand Canyon, Williams, Ash Fork, that area, alive, barely. I mean, that guy really, he missed us by about 2 inches, you know. And that's attempted murder. You know, they didn't actually kill me. They didn't, but it's premeditated attempted murder, but it makes it almost impossible to prove if you don't have the resources to search these people's metadata, the area, you know, like the NSA does. If I worked for the NSA and I had the resources that they have, I guarantee that I would not be being harassed anymore. 100%. Or it would go down at least 80%. You know, these people would know that they're not going to get away with this stuff because they're being monitored, and they wouldn't try it. So I don't know. What else have I not talked about? I haven't been here in so long that I almost forget how to do this. Man. Do I talk about this? I make somebody mad. Oh, they'll understand. Nah, I better not say that. It does seem like there's some things going on in the not the news, but the independent news, the shows that I listen to, the people that put out truth. I haven't been listening to a lot of it because really my brain got too full. I'm starting to leak out. I'm starting to miss parts and not being able to put things together. And you know, just with all the stress of trying to run the business, thinking I might be sick, not knowing about this person I'm talking to that I really like. Relationships are tough when you're going through this or trying to have one, even if the person's completely above board, you know. It's tough. You get a lot of discouragement. I don't know how else to say it. hitting a blank here, folks. I'm sorry. Oh, Willis not happy with that guy. Yeah, he probably knows he's That's alright, Willis. That's alright. Hey. It's alright. It's alright. Hey, hey. Yeah, so when we're sitting here in traffic, there will be people that, people like dogs. I'd wave at the dog, if the dog's over there, hey buddy, how you doing? But these people will sit there and do like weird faces or whatever. And sometimes Willis barks just at random people, but it's so weird because we'll pass a couple hundred people and he's just looking out the window like, oh hey, look, there's a person, cool. And then we'll pass by certain people and he loses his shit. And yeah, he's got like it seems like 100 different octaves. This guy makes more noises than one of those birds that makes all the noises. I can't remember, what are they called? Mockingbird? It's a mocking dog. Yeah, it's animals can pick up on stuff that people can't. So I pay attention to when he's reacting. The weirdest thing, since we're talking about Willis, the weirdest thing that, because I never say that I can prove that I'm being hit with directed energy weapons or any of the technology. I know that I will feel like shit at certain points, and things will happen that don't make sense. Like I get these electric shocks throughout my body. I don't know how they're doing it. I can't prove it, but I know that these things happen. One of the things that Willis, that I noticed when some of this stuff starts happening to me, not when I get the shocks, but when I start to feel really sick. Say I'm working out in the hat room and I'm going through my inventory. I'm pulling hats out, getting everything organized, and all of a sudden I'll just get completely dizzy, nauseous. I'll go to the ground, about to pass out, and then I'll fight my way through it. Get up, and my dog's 5 feet away, throwing up. Having what seems like the same kind of issue. And now if that just happened once, I go, wow, that's the craziest coincidence. That's, wow, so interesting. But then after the 20th or 30th time, you realize that statistics tell you that it is literally impossible for your dog to just happen to get sick at the exact same time that you do 20, 30 times. Alright, well, it disconnected me. Guess I'm back here. Yeah, folks, I'm one of the reasons too I've been not doing as many videos. Head trauma to my body, that I just be in pain, maybe feel sick every once in a while, but that wouldn't make the dog sick too. I'm going off on a tangent. Skills. I can't stay on track. I don't know if I'm connected to do it. All the signal when you start talking about something important. So anyway, my cognitive skills lately just and FedEx guy leaving my house. Maybe you can't see that. So the second I leave, come into the neighborhood, I'm just turning around because you guys couldn't see this because guess that guy ditched out. Must have been driving pretty fast. So, and now the street theater has been bad at all while I've been out because I've been live streaming. So of course, all the nonsense that I deal with, they say, hey, this guy's recording right now, chill out. act normal. And then, yeah. Right, so, well, I don't know if I've explained to you guys that one of the ways that they signal me is by having to let me know that they did something or about to do something, by having a white and red car. Now this is one of the parts that sounds kind of crazy, but after you've been basically trained to see this over time, you start to know that they're sending you a message. You know, when a white and red car passes you, and then something chaotic happens directly after that, over and over and over and over and over again, you're an idiot if you don't start to see the pattern and understand that you need to protect yourself. The way these. Great. Okay. Well, there's 7 people here left. I just resumed this live stream just to let everybody know what happened. It's 72 degrees here in Arizona today, and as I was doing my live stream, it says temperature too hot on the phone. The phone decides that it's too hot as well. It's 72 degrees. Sure. So anyway, I'm back home. I guess maybe I should check these messages on here that you guys sent, and then I'm going to get back to work. I just want to let everybody know where I'm at, what I'm doing. And for anybody that's messaged me, if you've emailed me through my website, if you've messaged me on Twitter or on Facebook, period, I haven't answered anyone. There's basically 2 people that I've talked to on the phone. One's a friend of mine. I hope he's a friend of mine. Seems like it. Good guy. Yeah, I have 2 friends basically that I've stayed in contact with. And I haven't answered anyone. I've just been trying to get my life in order so I don't get kicked out of this house, you know, on the streets and stuff like that. But I'm going to go back to these messages here and see if anybody messaged me that I didn't answer. Let's see, invitations locked. Lyrebird? What is Lyrebird? Okay. Dogs smell evil. Yes, I agree. Yeah, the person I was talking to on the phone was pretty much laid up on the couch all day yesterday too, because yeah, we were both feeling about the same. Seems like a lot of people were. Timing and repetition, yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading these messages, see if anybody let's see, it says child, we got so obvious now. The gang stalking is obvious, or what part is obvious? Yeah, headaches, loss of balance, cognitive issues. I mean, never had this. Yeah, it is, so they have a reason to lock me up. People that have their own opinions and don't want to turn into a robot get locked up.
said this shit goes on in Canada too. Yeah, actually, Canada has a commercial hiring gang stalkers. Pretty well funded commercial. Yeah, it is worldwide. Message you on Facebook. You live in Arizona. Yeah. The only time pretty girl messages me is when I'm talking to another pretty girl. In between, I get 0, so that's highly suspicious. Yeah, it is no coincidence that the signal is fucked up. That is absolutely right. There's no. If I'm doing a live stream about something just nonsense, ukulele, I shouldn't say nonsense, just something that doesn't have to do with this, works fine. Start talking about this stuff, all of a sudden we've got catastrophic failure. And let's see, this one said, enjoy the heat. And then right after that, my phone froze. Maybe that was coincidence. Phone froze. It said, phone is too hot. This person says he's fighting 3 felonies for 13 grams of weed, got arrested 1/16/19, still haven't had preliminary hearing. So this person probably lives in a state where cannabis is illegal. White, black, silver, red. Yeah, that's the, yeah. Electric blue, they use that one too, to just switch up days. I'm just finishing reading through these, and then I'm going to get back to work. All right. If I'm questioning any of you people on here that I've never met, and you're targeted, you understand. Can't just immediately trust. Okay. Wow, there was a lot. All right, everybody. United Airlines flies gang stalkers around for free. Wow. Well, it's probably not for free. They probably get federal funding. So there's federal money that goes into that pays for those tickets that comes out of your tax money. So there's no such thing as free. Somebody is paying for it. Those flights aren't going. They're not philanthropists where they're like, hey, we're just gonna do this for free. Fly these people around, and we'll feel better about it. They're getting federal money. I guarantee you, they're not doing that for free. So. All right, everybody, I hope you have a good day. It was nice getting back on here trying to talk to everybody for a minute. Thanks for going to the post office with me.